In Matthew chapter 5, verse 13, Jesus says, "You are the salt of the earth." Jesus says that we are salt, salt of the earth. So, what is salt? Today, salt is both readily available and reasonably affordable. We can go to any grocery store and buy salt for not a lot of money. But it wasn't always like this. When Jesus was here with us, salt was scarce and precious. At that time, salt was used for preserving meats. They didn't have freezers like we do now. Like today, salt was used to season food, to bring out the flavors of the foods. Salt has some important characteristics. Salt is a preservative. Salt was used to prevent meat from spoiling and making meat last longer. Salt makes things taste better. One of the most common uses of salt in the ancient world and today is to enhance the flavor of foods. Foods with more flavor taste better and makes eating foods more enjoyable. As salt of the earth, we have two important characteristics, at least two. One is to be Earth's preservative, to be used to prevent Earth from spoiling. How is Earth being spoiled? There are many ways Earth is becoming rotten. Here are just a few. People have forgotten God. People disobey God. People disregard God and God's commands. People do not love one another. People do not respect one another. People are selfish and do not care for others. People pollute the earth's air, soil, and water. People poison other people to make money. People kill other people to steal things from them. As salt of the earth, God will use us to turn earth toward God, to obey God, to respect God, to love one another, to care for those who are in need, to be good stewards of our earth. Two is to make earth taste better. Right after it rains, smell the air. It smells nice, much better than before. When we take care of our earth, we will experience a much better tasting earth. Let's look at a literal example. Right now, most of our foods are grown in huge lots. Millions of seeds are sown with big machines. These seeds are genetically engineered and changed so that they are protected against pesticides. Pesticides are poison that kill insects. Why do we want to kill insects? Because insects eat the plants farmers are trying to grow. So, the genetically modified seeds are sown, watered, and grown. Pesticides are sprayed so insects won't eat them. We also end up eating pesticides, and pesticides are not good for us. Pesticides also kill a lot of small organisms that are in the soil. These organisms are called microorganisms, and one of the things they do is give the plants a lot of the nutrients they need to grow. But when these microorganisms in the soil are killed by the pesticides, the plants don't get all the nutrients they need. So, farmers give them man made synthetic fertilizers. These can help the plants grow in the beginning, but eventually the soil will become unhealthy. We genetically modify seeds, spray poison, and use synthetic fertilizer that will eventually kill the soil. Do you think the fruits, vegetables, nuts, and grain will taste good if they are grown this way? No. We have to be good stewards of the earth that God has given us to take care of. To be like salt of the earth, we have to stop spraying pesticides that poison the plants, poison the soil, poison the water, poison the earth, and poison us. We have to stop using synthetic fertilizers because they end up killing the soil and polluting our water. When we do that, not only will our earth be healthier, we will be healthier, and our fruits, vegetables, nuts, and grains will be more nutritious and also taste better. As salt of the earth, we are to make things taste better. This does not apply only to food. When we treat one another with understanding, compassion, respect, and love, our relationships are better. We can feel it, and the feeling is good. It's not that the feeling is so important, but when we do things the right way, sometimes we get to feel good too. Treating others with true understanding, true compassion, true respect, and true love. We can't do that by ourselves. We need God. Jesus took our place on the cross. All of us deserve to be hung on a cross for our sins. All of us deserve to be separated from God. But Jesus took our place on the cross. Jesus was separated from God, so we wouldn't have to be. What Jesus did is true compassion and true love. When we believe in Jesus, we can start becoming like Jesus. And when we become like Jesus, we can be compassionate and loving. We can be salt of the earth.